Hey, man. Murdoch wrong again, man. Tell you what. Tell you what, man. I got me this device, man. I'm going to review it. Now, I got it sitting up on a Podiac, but that's not what I'm going to review. I really like the Podiac. That's going to be my review. Oh, man. It's a good device. Um, it's a mechanical side-mounted button, and it works. It looks lovely, and it works. I'm going to talk about what I got up on top of there, man. You know what that is? It's that AC9. AC9. What that is. Anyways, man. So, going into this, man, I had kind of not really. I don't know how to put it, man. It was more of a just kind of mixed emotions, I guess. I don't really know. Um, so I kind of when I finally got one of these and set it up, I was like, well, I expect this to work like any other Genesis atomizer, because that's what it is. It's a 510 connection, rebuildable Genesis atomizer. That's what it is. And for the most part, it works. I mean, I set it up and it works like it should. Now, my battery's almost dead and my tank's almost empty. Um, but it works. It works like a Genesis atomizer. Most of how it performs kind of determined, or is mostly determined by your coil, your wick. But yeah, it's just how it is. And then your air hole, and it comes with a nice sized air hole. So coming out of the gate, set up just like any other Genesis device, and it worked. So I was like, okay, well, it works. I got no real problems with performance. But then I was like, well, I was looking at it, and there was a couple things I don't understand. Other than 510 connection, that's besides the point. I don't really do 510 connections anymore. But on this device, like this device is going to be permanently on my Podiac. It's just because it goes so well together. But it keeps it sturdy enough that I don't really have to care that it's a 510 connection. But so let's start from the bottom of this thing, man. First thing that we got up here is a tank. What's this tank made out of? Plastic. I don't really like plastic tanks. I really don't like plastic tanks. I just don't. I don't see a point in them. To be honest, I personally wouldn't even vape unflavored, non-nic juice out of a plastic tank. Now, you're probably saying, man, but Murdoch, man, the stuff comes shipped in a plastic tank. Okay, but you're not adding heat to it. I mean, yeah, your heat's up here, but it's transferring down to that plastic. So, that's just me personally. I don't like plastic. I don't see a point in it when you have other devices. But this is a special tank, man. It's revolutionary. Why? Why is it revolutionary? I don't understand the tank, to be honest. Why is my juice surrounded in plastic? I don't get that. Now, I was looking at the tank, like, design, and it has potential for a purpose, but as it stands here on the device, it doesn't. It's like, okay, well, you can take it apart and remove your tank, and you won't have to spill your juice everywhere. Right, but why? Why? To clean it? If I'm going to clean my device, I'm going to clean my tank out. I don't get that. Now, how the tank is designed, I mean, it makes me think, in my mind, that I should be able to quickly swap flavors, if you know what I mean. Take this tank off that's half filled, take it off, put a lid on it, set it aside, grab another one, put it on here. But the way that it's set up, you can't really do that. So I don't understand why it's designed the way that it is, to be honest. I really don't I really don't understand it. But that's beside the point. The tank, it works. It's plastic. It's hard. I like the fact that I can see my juice. Okay? I like the fact that I can see my juice without having a tank cover in the way. You know? I do like that. But usually, what comes with that? Usually, you got a top cap that won't stay on, or either you got a screw-on top cap that your air hole don't line up. Well, this one, let's see. Let me shake it. Let me pick it up with my mind raised, man, and shake it like a dog. Look at that. Did it pop off? No. Did it start to slide up a little bit? A little bit, man, but I was shaking that thing. I can barely fit my fingernail under there. And on top of that, even with that gap there, it's not popping to the side. I can actually take it completely off. Just set it on there, right? It's not even past that O-ring, and it's not tilting sideways, you know? So, top cap design, I like. I really like, okay? I like that. I can put it in my pocket. Top cap's not going to fall off. I can put it in my pocket. I can pull it out of my pocket by the top cap. It's not going to pop off. I like that. I really like that. Air hole size, I like it. Good setup on there. And generally, I like the larger vape chambers. That's what I'm going to call it, man. It's a vape chamber. Generally, I like those because I just like the flavor and the vapor that gets produced from that. So that's it set up right there, man. The top cap. Now I bought the kit. I thought it was going to come with the stainless steel drip tip, but I guess that was just like the first run or first couple runs or whatever. But it did come with a drip tip, just like a plastic one, a Delrin one or whatever. So I was kind of depressed, yeah. But you know, whatever. I got drip tips. I'm too worried about it. Anyways, man. So with this cap on, I can throw it in my pocket. Now, there's two things that I hate when I got a device in my pocket. The top cap that'll pop off and getting juice in my pocket. Generally, it's because the top cap pops off. So by the top cap staying on, that should avoid this, right? No. Look at that air hole, man. Look at that, or not the air hole, man, but the fill hole. It's the size of a wick hole. Why? Why? It's not so I can put a wick in there. Look how far my negative screw is. There's no way I can set that up effectively to run a coil right there. And maybe do dual coil. Plus I'd have to drill a hole in this thing. That's not going to happen. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. Why would I? If I wanted to swap back to like a single tank, single coil. So that I don't get. Well, maybe it's so you can take your juice bottle and squirt it in there. Okay? If you're going to do that, get something, man, to reduce that down. That hole down. A plug, you know, maybe a plug. But I still like to have a wick hole open. So maybe a plug with a hole the size of like a needle would work. That'd actually be really good, because then if you wanted to use a needle, you could use a needle. But if you wanted to use a thing, man. Anyways, all in all, I like the device. All in all, I like the device. Don't like the plastic tank. That's just me. People love it. People want to use plastic, whatever. I'm going to use this regardless with the plastic tank. It's not going to be my everyday, all-day vape. But I might do a tank or two here. I love how it looks on that Polyak, man. Love how it looks on that Polyak. Like the top cap. All in all, it's a good device. Now, performance-wise, does it outperform other Genesis atomizers? I don't think so. I really don't. Anyways, man, it's Murdoch Rome, man. I just wanted to do this review, man. Let you guys know what I thought of it. Anyways, man, it's Murdoch Rome. You guys have a good day.